So, hello everyone. So, last class of standard 12 we have completed the alcohol phenol ether chapter. If anything is remaining, please let me know, but most of the things have been covered. 2-3 questions are there of ether, like why the boiling point of ether is low, or that kind of question I have done in the alcohol part, because when I was doing the alcohol I have compared alcohol and ether, so at that time I have covered that. So here your alcohol phenol ether was completed. So today we are going to start a new compound, that is coordination compound. New chapter, that is coordination compound. Please open the chapter coordination compound. The number of things we have to write down. Coordination compound. Clear? See, before going to the coordination compound, I would like to discuss about two things. First is Lewis acid, because here again and again this topic will come. Lewis acid and Lewis base. Yes or no? So what do you mean by Lewis acid? So Lewis acids are one which will have a capacity to accept the lone pair. So they have capacity to accept lone pair. Yes or no? Clear? Sorry, they have a capacity to donate the lone pair. Lewis acid. Okay. And next is Lewis base. So this Lewis base, they have capacity to donate lone pair. Okay. Or in short word I can say that Lewis acid, here now Lewis acid are written in this way. Lewis acid are electron acceptor, and Lewis base I can call as electron donor. Okay. Now this Lewis base, they are known as electron donor, means they have a capacity to donate the electron pair acceptor, electron pair donor. It is pair, huh? This is pair, you have to understand. So now Lewis base are electron pair donor means what? This Lewis base will be such a species which have a extra electron. So such a species which will have extra electron, or I can say these Lewis base are nothing but electron rich compounds. Yes or no? They are nothing but what? Electron rich compounds, Lewis base. Clear? So Lewis acid, they have a capacity to accept the lone pair. Now if I say Lewis acid, so this Lewis acid are such a species which will have a empty space, which will have a space to accept the electron, means their orbital will be empty after making the bond also, like 13 group. Yes or no? 13 group, they are known as electron deficient, or can I say that this Lewis acid, so this Lewis acid are electron deficient compounds. Yes or no? I can say this also, no? That Lewis acids are nothing but an electron deficient compound, means what? So Lewis acid are one in which they will be having a electron deficient compounds. Or I can say one more thing, that Lewis acids are one which has empty d orbital. Lewis acids are one which have a empty d orbital in their compound. Yes or no? Number of things I can tell about this. So Lewis acids are nothing but electron acceptor. So how they can accept electron? Either there should be electron deficient, means they should have a positive charge. So either they have an electron deficient, after making the bond is completed, but then we have an empty space, like diboron, BH3, boron, BH3. So BH3 doesn't exist as BH3 because it exists as B2H6. Why? Because after the formation of boron, here BH3, see there is a space of electron, means boron can take the electron, which are done in hydroboration. So after formation of bond, this again boron is, see, it is having electron deficient, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, again 2 electron it can take. That's why BH3 doesn't exist as a BH3, it will exist as a B2H6, 2 centered 3 electron bond. This everything we know. So this is nothing but an electron acceptor. So we say these are the Lewis acids. Okay, so either the molecule will be electron deficient or Lewis acid are one which have an empty d orbital. Example, best example, silicon tetrachloride, SiCl4. This SiCl4 is also a Lewis acid, a best Lewis acid. Why? The reason is SiCl4, Cl, 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 Cl. Now you are thinking, sir, there is no empty space in it. There is no empty space in it. All the bonds are completed. Yes, but this silicon is having what? Empty d orbital. This silicon is having the empty d orbital. So after the formation of bond, still silicon is having the empty d orbital. So there is a vacant d orbital along with the silicon. So he can accept the electron in that vacant d orbital. So I will say that SiCl4 is known as a Lewis acid. So Lewis acids are one which will accept the electron pair acceptor. Lewis base are electron donor. They will donate such a species which will have an extra electron after the formation of bond. Lewis base are electron rich compounds. See the example, ammonia, NH3. Yes or no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still he has a one lone pair. So he can donate someone. So this is known as a what? This is an example of Lewis base. Okay na? One which donate the electron pair, Lewis base. One is accept the electron pair, Lewis acids. Okay, so we know that 13th group number 13, just for information I am telling, that group number 13 are electron deficient groups, all will act as a Lewis acid because the electron deficient group. In group number 14, only CH4 cannot act as a Lewis acid or Lewis base because after formation of CH4, so C does not have any kind of a d orbital, but if I go to silicon, they will be having the d orbital, so they can also act as a Lewis acid. But if I go for group number 15, 16, 17 and group number 15, 16 and 17, they all have an extra electron, means they can donate the lone pair. When they can donate the lone pair, they will act as a Lewis base. So first story is this, Lewis acid and Lewis base, this we have done. Okay, so here the similar story we are going to understand in terms of other words. What other words? Here Lewis acid and Lewis base will come only, but Lewis base name will change. Here Lewis base I am telling us electron donor, but when I will go to the coordination chemistry, Lewis base will be called as a ligand. In p block element and s block element we call as a electron donor as Lewis base, and in organic chemistry electron donor we say as a nucleophile. The name is same, name is different, but the work is same, electron donor. So one who donates the electron or one who donates the electron pair, if it is a S block chemistry or P block chemistry, I will say as a Lewis base. If electron donor it is an organic chemistry, I will say as a nucleophile. If it is an electron donor and if it is a coordination chemistry, we say as a ligand. So ligand are the species which will have a capacity to donate the electron. So Lewis base and ligand are one and same. Okay. So I will discuss something about it. This part is clear to you. Lewis acid, Lewis base. Take a screenshot. Take it. Okay. So I will go with the now coordination chemistry. So first point, what do you mean by coordination? Here two definition I'll try to tell to you. So first point will come. What do you mean by coordination compound? Okay. First definition is coordination compound. So see what do you mean by coordination compound? The coordination compound of the compound form between the Lewis acid and Lewis base, such a type of a compound is known as a coordination compound. Or I can say that coordination compound of the compound which is formed between the metal atom and the number of other atom or a group. Write down. First write down the definition. It is the compound formed between the central metal atom and other group or number of atoms. Here This central metal atom I'll call as a CMA now. So whenever I am writing central metal atom means CMA. So here central metal atom is acting as a acceptor. Okay. So this central metal atom will accept the electron pair. Means here central metal atom will act as a what? Who can accept the electron pair? Lewis acid. So here central metal atom will act as a Lewis acid, and other group or other atom will donate the electron pair. They will act as a Lewis base. So this was the first definition of coordination compound, है ना? That it is the compound form between, see initially 2-3 class you will not understand, but as and when I will go it is very easy for you. So understand this and check it out. It is the compound form between the central metal atom and other group or number of atom. So there is a bond between central metal atom, there is a bond between central metal atom and other group. Say other group I will say as a L, or other group we say as a L, suppose other group as L, I will indicate this other group or number of atom as L. So there will be bond between central metal atom and other group as L, and this L will donate electron pair. So one who donates this, so this kind of bond will be generated. Who is giving the electron and who is accepting the electron? Means here L is giving the electron, this CMA is accepting the electron. The one who accepts the electron, the arrow head should be towards him. So here CMA is accepting the electron, the arrow head, the head of the arrow should be towards the CMA, that is central metal atom. Clear this part? Or another definition I can tell for this, if there is a bond between Lewis acid and Lewis base, a compound formed between the Lewis acid and Lewis base, such a type of a compound is known as a what? Coordination compound. Yes or no? Yes or no? So it is the compound formed between Lewis acid and Lewis base. Such a type of a compound, are known as coordination compound. Why beta? See, Lewis acid have a capacity to gain the electron. So Lewis acid is taking the electron from where? Lewis base. So Lewis acid is taking the electron from Lewis base. So this compound so formed is known as a coordination compound. And this bond which is formed between Lewis acid and Lewis base is known as a coordination bond. So next, the bond which is formed between Lewis acid and Lewis base is known as coordinate bond, which is shown by arrow, this, and this arrowhead, this is the arrowhead. Okay, suppose see here, this is the arrowhead, this is an arrow. This arrowhead should be towards the species which gains, and arrow point should be towards the species which is giving. So here Lewis base is giving to Lewis acid, so Lewis acid is accepting. So the arrow head should be towards the Lewis acid and arrow point should be towards the Lewis base. In short, one who accepts the lone pair, toward that species arrow head should be there, and one who is giving the electron pair towards it, the arrow point should be there. Clear this part? So write down this. Okay, clear this part? Clear? Now write down this, then we'll go to the next. Now, so if consider the metal, we have a metal M, okay, and other group or number of atoms which are given a definition, no? I'll say as a L, suppose L. So this metal M is an electron acceptor, and this other group will donate its electron, other group or number of atom which I call as a L will donate the electron pair to this M. So this I will call as a electron acceptor. Yes or no? This I will say as a electron donor. Yes or no? Now another technical word for electron acceptor is what? Electron acceptor is what? Lewis acid. So this I can call as a Lewis acid. So this I will call as a Lewis base. So one more technical word is there. One more technical word for this chapter. So this Lewis base can be also called as a ligands. So ligands are nothing but a what? Electron donor or Lewis base. So I told you, say, if I am taking the S block and P block or D block, this kind of chemistry if I teach you, S block, P block, D block, there I will call as a electron donor as Lewis base. There I will call as a Lewis base. But if I am teaching you the, say suppose if I am teaching you organic chemistry. So in organic chemistry, one who has an electron and one which donates the electron, we called as a nucleophile. Yes or no? And in coordinate chemistry, the electron donor we say as a ligand. The meaning is same, word is different. If I am teaching you S block, P block, D block, F block chemistry or classification of element, means periodic chemistry if I teach you, so there we call as a electron donor as Lewis base. If I teach you the organic chemistry, there we tell as a electron donor as nucleophile. And when we come to the coordinate chemistry, we give as a different name, one technical name, that name is a ligands. That name we gave as a ligands. Clear this part? So the bond between Lewis acid and Lewis base, this bond between is known as a coordinate bond. Coordinate bond, and the compound so formed. This one compound will be formed. The compound so formed we say as a coordinate compound. Clear this part? Write on this. Understanding or not? And ligands are nothing but what? So ligands are the species which will donate the electron pair. So here we are electron donor. He says a Lewis base. So when we go to the S block, P block, D block chemistry, at that time electron donor we call as a Lewis base. When we come to the organic chemistry, we say as a nucleophile. But when we come to the coordinate chemistry, electron donor we say as a ligands. So ligands are nothing but a electron donor. They will donate the electron to the coordinate to the electron acceptor species. So ligands are nothing but a electron donor species or nothing but a one kind of a Lewis base. So write down about ligands. Chalo. Write down about ligands. So ligands are the species. Write down. Ligands are the species. Now see, this ligand can be ion or molecule. Huh? This ligand can be ion or molecule. Write down. I will tell you first. Okay. So write down. Make a note. Ligand. Definition of ligand. Okay. So ligand, they are species. See, now I am taking about species. So in species both will come. Either ion will come or molecule will come. Yes or no? So ligand can be ion or a complete one molecule. So they are species which have capacity to donate lone pair of electron. Donate electron pair. Okay, we will discuss about ligand in detail in the future classes, but just now for your understanding, because in this chapter again ligand. So ligands are nothing but a what? They are species. They can be atom, or this can be ion, or it can be molecule, and they have a capacity to donate the electron pair to whom? Lewis acids. To the electron acceptor. Okay. See, sir, ion means this is a Cl minus. Yes or no? This is what? Cl minus. It has extra electron, it cannot donate. So it is a ligand. O minus 2, it's a ligand. OH minus, it's a ligand. Now see here, H2O, it's also a ligand. How? See this H2O, O and here H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this oxygen is having 2 lone pair. Yes or no? This oxygen is having how many lone pair? 2 lone pairs. So it can donate. So ion can be also a ligand and molecule also can be ligand. Then another simple example, NH3. See, after the formation of ammonia, we are having 1 lone pair on this nitrogen. So they have a capacity to donate the electron pair. So they are also known as a ligand. So in this way, number of are there. Yes or no? Then I can say what? H2O, then H2S, NH3, then PH3. Yes or no? So we go on, etc. I can write down in a shortcut. So these are nothing but a what? Ligand. See, it can be ions or it can be a full molecule. They should have a capacity, but BH3 is not a ligand. Why? See, BH3 is not a ligand. Not a ligand. Why not a ligand? Not a ligand. The reason is they don't have a capacity to donate electron pair. Instead, they have a capacity to accept the lone pair. So they are Lewis acid. They are not a ligand. Only Lewis base are known as a ligands. Only Lewis base are known as a ligand. So they are not a ligand. Okay. Similarly, silicon tetrachloride, SiCl4. So SiCl4 is not a ligand. Okay. Because they have a capacity to accept the lone pair in it. They have a vacant d orbital. So one who has a vacant d orbital, they will not act as a ligand. Ligand are those species which will have a extra electron, which will have a capacity to donate the lone pair. Who can donate the lone pair? One who has extra electron. So see, these have an extra electron. After formation of bond also, this oxygen has a capacity to donate the electron. So these are nothing but a electron donor, means they are acting as a ligand. So this is a neutral ligand. This is a ionic ligand. This is a ion. So ligand can be ion molecule. There are number of type of ligands: monodentate, bidentate, tridentate, neutral ligand. Number of others. We will discuss ligand in detail. But just now only overview I am telling. The ligand are nothing but the species. When I am talking about the species, means both will come. Ion also can come, molecule also come. So which have a capacity to donate the electron pair. It can be ion. So these are the example of certain ions of the ligands, and this is a certain example of the molecules. Clear this part? This part is clear. Another definition of a coordination compound, write down. Chalo. Another Cn minus also one can be example. Here Cn minus also. Number of are there. When I will teach you, I will give the examples. I will tell you what are the names. You have to give your IUPAC naming also. Number of things we will do here. So write down. Chalo. Another definition you write down. Or first you take the screenshot. Okay. So now we will give the definition of coordination compound in terms of ligand and central metal atom. Clear? Chalo. Write down. So coordination compound is one. Coordination compound is one. Coordination compound is one. Coordination compound is one. In which coordination compound is a result interaction between coordination compound is a result of 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 interaction between central metal atom and ligand, between central metal atom and ligand, central metal atom and ligand, where central metal atom is electron acceptor, where central metal atom is electron pair acceptor and ligand is electron pair donor, and ligand is electron pair donor. Okay, clear this part? Now see here. Now again and again when I am telling that this central metal atom is accepting the electron. Can metal can accept the electron? Think what I am telling, understand. I am telling it's a result, or is a coordination compound is a result between the bond between the central metal atom and ligand, where central metal atom accepts the lone pair and ligand donates the lone pair. So metal definition till now we have studied only one, that metal are the species which will have a capacity to donate the electron. Metal are one which can donate the lone pair, which can donate the electron, or which can convert into positive ion. But here we are telling the opposite. What we are telling? Here we are telling that central metal atom is accepting the lone pair. Central metal atom is accepting the lone pair. Can metal accept the lone pair? It's possible to accept in the metal lone pair. See how. Metal cannot accept the lone pair, but there are d block elements metal. There are d block metal. They have a capacity to accept the lone pair because of vacant d orbital in that. That's why I am telling who can accept the lone pair. Either there are two conditions. There are totally three conditions, but for till now there are totally two conditions. Either their octet is not completed, such a metal can accept the lone pair, or metal which have a vacant d orbital, they can accept the lone pair. So which are the metal which have a vacant d orbital? So d block element, that is a transition element or transition metal, are one which have a vacant d orbital. That type of a metal only can accept the lone pair. So see, I will tell you one example here, we will understand. See, for example, this is one compound, say A, X, here also X, here also X, and it is having the extra lone pair, and it is combining with B, and B is having here positive. Positive means electron has gone, but there is a vacant, here one vacancy is there. Okay, so what will happen now? Here there will be bond will occur. What will happen? This A is having the extra electron, and this B he is not having the electron. Means he is having the excess electron, there is no electron. Means the electron acceptor, so sorry, electron donor, because they have extra electron, so they are electron donor, or electron donor we say as a what here now? Lewis base. Now you have to forget these words, Lewis base and electron donor. What the word here to say? Ligands. So this is a ligand. Okay, so this will give its lone pair to this B. So these are nothing but a what? Electron acceptor. Electron acceptor, and this is nothing but a one metal, central metal atom. This is nothing but B is nothing but a what? Central metal atom. Now metal can accept the lone pair? No, metal have a capacity to donate the electron. When they have a capacity to donate the electron, why they will accept? But d block elements, these are nothing but whom? D block element, that is d block metal or transition metal, so this B is nothing but which metal? D block metal, transition metal, which have vacant d orbital. So due to presence of vacant d orbital, in transition metal, or d block metal, they have a capacity to accept the electron. That's why they are called as a electron acceptor. Like S block metal cannot accept, they will donate, but they are only the D block metal who will accept the lone pair from the Lewis electron, that is from the ligand. So this metal, this central metal atom will be who? So the central metal atom will be, this B is nothing but central metal atom. So this B or central metal atom will be who? Will be the D block transition metal. Why? They can accept the electron because of the presence of vacant D orbital. So here the bond will occur between this. This will donate the lone pair. Now A is donating the lone pair to whom? B. So the arrow head towards should be the B, and here there are X, here there is X, here there is X. So this bond is known as a coordinate covalent bond, and this whole compound so formed is known as a coordinate covalent compound. It's known as a what? Coordinate covalent compound. Why this square bracket will come, and what should be kept inside, what should be kept outside, everything will be explained in the detail in the future classes. But you have to understand, again and again I am telling that when there is a bond between the ligand and central metal atom, such a bond is known as a coordinate bond, and such a compound so formed is known as a coordinate covalent coordinate compounds. So central metal atom will have a capacity to accept the electron pair, but beta metal will not have a capacity to accept the electron pair. But there are d block metal, transition metal, which have a vacant d orbital within them. So due to the presence of vacant d orbital within them, they generate a capacity to accept the electron pair, and they will start to form the coordinate covalent bond. Take a screenshot. Then I will go to the next topic, that is the one small topic it is there, that is the donor atom. Then I will explain it in detail. Right on this. Okay. So now next we will see the donor atom. See here. What do you mean by donor atom? See, for example, this is ammonia and it's one type of a ligand and it is having one lone pair of nitrogen. So if you see this NH, here H, so when a coordination compound is formed, whenever a coordination compound is formed, the coordination compound takes place. So when a coordination compound will form, this nitrogen is a species. See, this nitrogen will donate the lone pair to some other central metal atom to make a bond, not the hydrogen. Yes or no? Whenever the bond is formed between this ammonia and central metal atom, so this is the nitrogen. This nitrogen will donate its lone pair. This nitrogen will donate its lone pair to this central metal atom. Okay, so this is the nitrogen which donate the central lone pair to central metal atom, and this nitrogen makes a bond, not the hydrogen. So one who do the bond, or the atom which donate the electron pair, that atoms are known as a donor atom. Write down. The atom which provide, write down, the atom which provide electron pair, the atom which provide or atom which donate the electron pair to central metal atom, the atom which provide or the atom which donate or provide the electron pair to the central metal atom, for coordinate bond formation is called as donor atom. Clear? Now see here. See, for example, this is one central metal atom as M, and this is one ligand L which donates its lone pair. So there will be bond between them is coordinate covalent bond, and always a coordinate covalent bond or coordinate bond is maintained in a square bracket. Okay, is maintained in a square bracket. This coordinate bond can be a molecule or it can be ion. Now this is a coordinate bond, now it is a molecule, but this coordinate bond can be an ion also, minus, -2, -3. Clear this part? So always a coordinate bond or coordinate compound bond is always mentioned in a square bracket. Now see, I'll write down one example. The example is, say, yes, CONH3 6. Clear? And Cl3. Chalo. Cl3. So this is one coordinate compound. Clear? So see, where there is a square bracket, you have to understand that inside the square bracket there will be a presence of a coordinate bond. Okay? So this is your central metal atom. This is your ligand. Yes or no? This is your ligand. This number 6 is known as a coordination number. So coordination number. Clear this part? Clear? This which is present in the square bracket, this whole is known as a coordination sphere. The species which is present in a square bracket is known as a coordination sphere. Coordination sphere. Clear this part? coordination sphere, and this is known as outside, which is the outside of the square bracket. The species which is outside the square bracket is known as a ionization sphere. Ionization sphere. This number is not a coordination number. The coordination number is the number of ligands associated with the central metal atom. So how many number of ligands are associated with central metal atom? 6. Clear this part? So this is ionization sphere. Clear? In detail also I will go again and again in the next class. I will teach you. Do not worry about it. So this is known as the central metal atom. So if I want to write down which is the central metal atom, the central metal atom is nothing but your cobalt, which is your ligand. So your ligand is ammonia. Yes or no? Now what is the coordination number? So here coordination number. What do you mean by coordination number, beta? So coordination number is the number of ligands, net number of ligands associated with atom. Coordination number is the number of ligands. Coordination number is the number of ligands associated. Coordination number is the number of ligand associated with the central metal atom. Coordination number is the number of ligand associated with the central metal atom. So your coordination number is 6. Clear this part? In ionization sphere what we have? We have chlorine. Okay. Clear this part? Write down this. So the species which is present, the whole square bracket is known as a coordination sphere. Because why coordination sphere? Here only there is a presence of coordinate covalent bond. Here only there is a presence of coordination bond. Yes or no? These are not the coordinate compound. This whole is also not a coordinate compound, but where the coordinate covalent bond will be present, which is shown by the arrow here. Clear? This part is clear, and this can never be broken. Okay, I will show you just now. This can never be broken into the pieces. Whenever it will dissolve in the water, it will form the 2 ion, but this cannot be broken. This coordinate or coordination sphere cannot be broken. Coordination sphere cannot be broken. If you are doing the ionization also, this will ionize in whole. So coordinate sphere will never break. Clear this part? Return this portion. Done? Okay. Chalo. So we will see this. Once more we will see. See, whenever if I take this compound as CONH3 6, clear, and Cl3, if I ionize, what I will get? I will get Cl minus, because this valency will be with chlorine and chlorine valency is with this. So here the answer is 1, means Cl is minus 1, and here CONH3 6 minus 3. See, when I ionize, this part cannot be broken, means coordination sphere cannot be break. Ionization sphere will break, but coordination sphere, if I go on splitting again this, I will not get again, nothing I will get, no, wrong. So this is only the last stage. Okay, so what I mean to tell is coordination sphere cannot be broken or cannot be ionized. It will become as a whole. It is nothing but a one unit, one complete whole unit. Clear this part? If I want to show the structure form, how I will show this? Here minus 3. This is cobalt is central metal atom. One ammonia is here. So this ammonia is only donating the electron lone pair, no, to this cobalt. Here there is one ammonia. Here there is one ammonia. Means nitrogen is giving the electron, no. So H3N. Here also H3N. Here also one H3N. Here also one H3N. Or I can show in the axial position also. Here NH3. Here one NH3. Clear? So this can be the structure. See, here each and every place nitrogen is donating its lone pair to the what? Cobalt. So nitrogen is acting as a ligand, and one who accepts the lone pair. Who is accepting the lone pair? This cobalt is accepting the lone pair. So this cobalt arrowhead is towards the cobalt. You can see this. Okay. So this is nothing but my central metal atom. Okay, and this cobalt you can see is a d block element. Why it can accept the lone pair? Due to presence of vacant d orbital. Clear this part? Take a screenshot. Then I will go for the next. Clear? So next I will go Next I will go is Cu NH3 4 plus 3 plus 2. Okay, so here Cu here plus 2. So here one NH3 will come, here one NH3 will come, here one NH3 will come, and here one NH3 will come. Clear? So in this is nothing but your coordination sphere. Yes or no? Just I am showing like this only. I can write up this also. Coordination sphere. Clear? Here also you can see see who is the central metal atom here. So beta central metal atom is here copper. Ligand is here ammonia, and your coordination number is 4. The coordination number is 4. And you can see here the arrowhead, it's towards the copper, that indicates that copper is gaining the electron. Why copper can gain the electron? Copper belongs to the d block metal, and d block element will have a vacant d orbital. Due to this copper can accept the electron pair. Clear? Can I go for next? Return? Sure, we'll see next. AuCl4 minus AuCl this can be the structure. Okay, what is their hybridization and everything I will explain in the future. Just I am showing for your knowledge. Okay, so here who is the center metal atom? The center metal atom is gold, ligand is here chlorine, and coordination number is 4. Clear? And you can see here this aurum towards this gold or aurum, arrowhead is towards this aurum. Means this aurum will have a capacity to gain the electron, and this chlorine will have a capacity to donate the electron. Clear? Clear this part? Okay, so next. FeCN6 minus 2. Clear? Fe, here Cn, here Cn, here Cn, here Cn. One top Cn and another one Cn is here. Okay, and here will be there minus 2. So which is the central metal atom here? So your central metal atom will be iron, ligand is here Cn, and coordination number is 6. Yes or no? And you can see here that iron, towards the iron there is a arrowhead. So means iron is a vacant, iron is a, I mean to tell iron is a d orbital element. So iron will be having the vacant d orbital. So this iron will gain the electron from the Cn. So this is an electron acceptor, electron donor. Clear this part? So one thing I told you, remember that coordination sphere on ionization will not get break. Coordination sphere, this sphere cannot be broken. Okay. So this is known as a coordination sphere, central metal atom, ligand, coordination number and its charge. Clear? So today here only. The next class I will go to the types of ligand, number of things are there. Please study your textbook, and if you have any doubt, you can contact me. Thank you.